I've been biking since the 1970s, really since college. And I thought maybe a bike ride would be a good way to raise money for Roswell. It's something I'd like to do. I know a lot of people who would enjoy it. So I pitched the idea to Cindy Eller and then got the go-ahead in September of 1995 to pursue the first ride for Roswell.
We'd never had an event before. We were new at fundraising. The Institute had been here for many years, but the Alliance was still relatively young. So we had high hopes that the ride would be one of those signature events that brought people in our community together.
We really did not have any idea how many riders were going to show up on ride day. The word of mouth got out, and as soon as the cyclists started coming in, we were just like blown away.
There was a certain camaraderie in the first one that the people that organized it were just really reveling in the success. I had no expectation, but I certainly was very pleasantly surprised.
I was so new, I don't really know what the expectations were at that time. I can tell you with certainty that people were having one heck of a blast.
It started out, we thought it was a good thing. We thought it could lead to something bigger and better as the years went on, and we were very happy to participate.
I don't think I quite expected what I found, and that was a phenomenal event filled with emotion and passion. You couldn't spend the day and not feel just really good about what you had just done.
You can tell the ride's grown a lot, just from the beginnings 20 years ago. And to see how big it is now is really incredible, but when you're involved in it, it's not that surprising.
We looked at others to say, what are they doing, what's working, what can we do to make ours successful? So there was a lot of planning.
Looking back on when we started it, when there really was a small handful of people, and looking at it now where there's literally thousands, it sometimes was hard to believe that it got so big and has become so successful and has brought joy to a lot of people.
Been about 5.5 years since my diagnosis, and I'm still being treated at Roswell. I'm still here all the time. I have a blood cancer that's considered incurable, so I'm just always on treatment of some sort. The biggest thing that has happened with the ride over the years is the awareness that it has created for our community.
The reason we've supported Roswell Park and the Ride for Roswell for all these years is for what they do to support the people of Western New York that are fighting cancer.
The ride, for me, mostly just puts into perspective how lucky I am. When people die from cancer, it's not because they did something wrong. It's because we don't have the right drugs yet.
It's more than just the bike ride, it's the emotion of the ride. The hugs, the camaraderie, the tears, to see someone come back year after year and their strength and courage, and to cry with the families whose rider isn't there this year, the family member who isn't there. There's just, there's incredible emotion.
My dad was 46 when he was diagnosed with stage 4 colon cancer. My dad did the ride 4 years when he was sick. When I come across the finish line and I see my dad's name, I'll be tearing up. It just means so much to me, and I'll know he'll be right there with me the whole way.
You come away feeling uplifted, inspired for being around so many courageous people and supportive people.
The air is thick with emotion. The collective feeling on ride day is really pretty overwhelming.
Seeing all the survivors, seeing all the fundraisers, seeing all the volunteers. It's such a positive experience, even though we're talking about such a devastating event.
You know, the first year that we did it, we were just looking to raise awareness for what Roswell does.
My hope for the ride this year is that we just blow the socks off of the total.
All that it's done and all that it's accomplished and the lives that it's saved. I'd like to see us just parade more and more survivors.
My greatest hope would be to eliminate cancer in my lifetime.
I'm hoping that we'll have a cure and we'll keep riding as a celebration and to honor all the hard work that got us there.
I think anyone that has come to the ride over the years knows now that they are making a difference There are so many researchers that are in this campus who are working on every little detail of one type of cancer, another type of treatment.
The amount of money that's raised and the way that's invested, and that's really what this is all about. You want to create a family in the war against cancer.
Happy 20th to the Ride for Roswell.
Happy 20th anniversary Ride for Roswell.
Happy 20th anniversary to the Ride for Roswell.
Congratulations, Ride for Roswell, on your 20th anniversary.
I want to congratulate you folks.
Happy anniversary. Happy 20th anniversary.
Happy 20th anniversary, Ride for Roswell.
Thank you for all your time, your energy, your dedication to this event.
Happy 20th anniversary to the Ride for Roswell and everyone who has worked on it, whether it was 1 year, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years. Happy anniversary, everybody.